Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Jordan. This is Wings of Fire Tarot, and I'm terrible with intros. So we're just going to jump right into it. This reading is going to be about the Mars retrograde, okay? Specifically about the Mars retrograde in Leo, which I believe it's still there. Let's see. In Cleo. Let's see the dates. Yeah. Well, it's going to be making its way from Leo to Cancer over a span from December 6th through February 23rd, 2025. Well, obviously. The last time that Mars appeared to move in the opposite direction was about 2 years ago, from October 30th to January 12th, 2023. And that was in the sign of Gemini. And I guess it went backwards. I don't know. That's interesting. Well, yeah, that was the last retrograde for Mars, was in 2023. Anywho's, yeah, Mars retrograde. So, looking at our hero's journey is what the theme is here. All right. I don't talk too much about, oh, you must get on this site and you must look up your birth chart. Oh my gosh, you have to know this stuff. But it is really freaking cool to see your placements. I would advise that you do that. There are a lot of free services. I use, what do I use? The Pattern, I think is what I use. That one seems to be like the easiest platform. Things are easy to understand on there, the way that they write it all out and whatnot. But I don't stop there. I do deeper dives with what I find on that app, right? But again, there are a lot of services, a lot of free services that you can use, and you just figure out which one you like the best, right? And then do deeper dives with the information that you find. But just to look up your actual birth chart and where your placements are at. So I would recommend for this reading, okay, it's not like mandatory or anything, but I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. If you choose to do that, it is on you. We all have free will. But to look up where your Mars placement is and like which house it's in and what other planets are around it, just look up about your Mars placement at this time. Also writing out the things that you have been through and how you have gotten through those trials and tribulations, okay? Seeing how you have been the hero in your own story, okay? Also, when you write things out, you can tend to get a theme or a cycle. You can kind of see the cycles, or like where there was a cycle going and then you stopped it. Maybe, okay, just gonna be random things here, like an eating disorder. Okay, you could have had a cycle within your self-image, and maybe you were dealing with an eating disorder as a branch off from having like self-image issues, and then you like worked through that cycle, and then maybe something else popped up. God, this is like kind of dark. Okay, trigger warning. I guess I gotta put a trigger warning on this. But, like self-harm stuff come into play. Maybe it was, self-image and then anger or something that you were dealing with, okay? And then you broke through that cycle. And then maybe still stemming from your self-image, like a string of bad relationships, because you didn't understand your worth. Just seeing how you have like worked through these certain things, and you were your own hero, you know? And of course, you've had helpers within, like divine helpers, to be like, oh, hey, that's probably not the best thing for you to be doing. Or, you know, you've probably met people that helped you. But again, like I just said, we all have free will. You chose to go a different route to get yourself out of the issues that you were, I wanted to say the issues that you were dwelling in, but that sounds harsh. The issues that you were dealing with, I guess. So let's see. How are you stronger today versus last year, 5 years ago, 10 years ago? How are you stronger today? This is a time of reflection. I mean, we're already in December, so we're already reflecting on things from this past year, and or we should be reflecting on things from the past year, and like what energies we don't want to take into the new year. And then this is even deeper, where you're really supposed to be using this time to see how strong you really are, and like go into the new year like balls a blazing. Balls a blazing. Okay. I don't feel like that's something I ever say. Balls a blazing. I just kind of got the image too, like when they talk about that Shania Twain song, and they're like, "Let's go, girls," and they kick down a door, you know. Let's go, girls. It's just kicking in a door and just like balls a blazing, just like new year. And not even really just like a new you, because there was more that I was writing down about you being seen clearly. And with that, you are not going to be seen clearly by everyone. That just is impossible. Okay? So many people have so many different perceptions of who you are. But it's more about you being able to see yourself clearly. Okay? Seeing all the different facets that make you who you are. Did I use that word right? I don't know if I did. Anywho, you being able to understand yourself, understanding your journey and the choices that you have made that have led you to where you are. Are you happy with where you are? Are you really proud of who you are and proud of the things that you have overcome? You should be. You should be. Okay. Coming back into contact with ourselves, okay? Where's your Mars placement? Writing out the things that you have gone through and like maybe seeing the patterns, okay? For example, my Mars is in Cancer in the 12th house, and the 12th house deals with a lot of dreams and emotions and like the unseen, the hidden realms, okay? The things that like don't really take an actual form. There's big relationship themes within that as well. And Mars, if you think about it, the Mars, why do I keep on wanting to say the Mars? The Mars, and then that's making me think of work and like the Mars with, hey, I'm doing a video, babe. Mars, with like medicine and stuff, but, Mars is the planet of war. Okay, so like where things are shaken up. It's not all just like peaceful rainbows and sunshines and lollipops and all of that. It's not. There's a lot of karmic lessons wrapped up in that as well. For me, places of confinement, so like jails and hospitals and nursing homes, things like that. I gotta pause this. Okay. Where was I? Talking about like where my Mars is in Cancer in my 12th house. And then I look at those themes. Okay, and I mean, it'd be a mighty big coincidence. Okay, it'd be a mighty big coincidence. It really would. Um, the karmic lessons that are wrapped up into that, and like the relationship themes and everything that that house deals with, it's wild. It's wild. And for me, yes, like writing out the things that I've gone through and like seeing the patterns there. Um, it's very helpful, very informative. All right, I'm going to ring the bell, and I do want to pull a few cards here. Yeah, but I'm going to ring the bell. It might be loud, might want to turn it down, especially if you're using like headphones or something. So, here we go. Spirit, thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for always, always, always being with me and guiding me and protecting me. Please help me to deliver this message clearly and accurately. And I already know that the right souls are going to see this, and I appreciate how you do that, Spirit. Thank you so much. Okay. We're going to use the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I want to get a few cards from this. So, wild thing, I tried to do this reading last night, and maybe I just wasn't like fully prepared or something, or it didn't come out right. I don't know, but I know that it was recording, and I cannot find the video anywhere. So, it's my second time doing it. Hopefully this one turns out all right. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna keep trying, because I believe it's a message that needs to get out. I hope that you understand that this is not coming from a place of being conceited either. 929 on the clock. This is not coming from conceitedness. I'm hearing big head. For you to feel like you're just better than anybody else because of what you've gone through, and disconnecting from others as well. Like, oh, you haven't been through this, so you don't know, and you can't understand. And I don't know, maybe someone is struggling with that. And this is like a reminder to not go down that path of like, oh, you just wouldn't understand. You don't understand me. Because something about like being able to see yourself clearly and others being able to see you clearly, understand where you are coming from. But you can't just always have your walls down. You have to use your intuition, obviously. But something about like vulnerability also being your strength. Light 'em up, up, up. Light 'em up, up, up. I'm on fire. Okay, at the bottom we have completion, and it's the number 9. Look at that beautiful snake. That's cool. 9s could be significant. We have the 929. All right, Spirit, what do you want us to see here? What are we ready to see? That's a lot. I will keep the one that flipped over, 44. It's a master number. And then we have 34 at the bottom of the deck, many paths. But this 44, it says the sacrifice. What have you sacrificed? What have you just had to like give teetotal control of just over to spirit? Or is there something right now that you have to sacrifice? You just have to let it go. I'm hearing, I don't know exactly what the phrase is. If you love it, let it go. If it comes back, something, something, something. To sacrifice means to make sacred. The sacrifice is an offering of gratitude made from the heart, a feast of love prepared for spirit. In olden days, sacrifices sometimes involved rituals in which blood was offered to the gods. For example, in the Bible, Yahweh preferred Abel's sacrifice of one of his lambs to Cain's offering of vegetables and fruits. In Middle America, however, the Lord of the Dawn came to teach that Spirit preferred our songs and our prayers to the blood of humans or animals. The sacrifice asks you to offer to Spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you have been praying and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcoming guest in the banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering that you can bring. Life has been generous with you in so many ways. So still kind of like on that theme of what are you thankful for as well. Thankful that you've made it through all of these different trials and tribulations. Many paths. All paths lead to Spirit. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, a path of bliss, or a path of loss. Consider the traveler who met two stonemasons. He asks one what he is doing, and the mason replies, "I am squaring out the stone." He asks the other, who is doing the exact same thing, and gets the reply, "I am building a cathedral." One man has a job, and the other man has found his work and calling. He is part of an endeavor much greater than himself. Be sure you pick a path with a heart. Your call now is to take a big, bold step and leave the beaten path. Heaven and earth are conspiring on your behalf to support you in this move. Do not dally, lest you miss the moment. It's time to sail into the uncharted. Be sure that you attend to both your path Be sure you attend to both your path through this earth as well as your journey through the stars. So balancing out the practical and the spiritual as well, which can be difficult, which can be very difficult. Where's my tarot? Underneath that is 64. So 44, 34, 64. Patterns. Again, something with patterns. Recognizing the patterns. I think I just saw the Ace of Pentacles. Yep. Again, a new path. You might have a new path right in front of you. It might have been something that you have been tugged on about, like going this certain way. Maybe you've been resisting the call, but you could be being called to go on a certain journey. The lower chakras are also significant. The red, the orange, the yellows. Yeah. The lower chakras, like specifically that root chakra. What are you rooted in? Chills. What are you rooted in? Integrity. Ace of Wands. Again, a new passionate beginning. Something with passion here. We have the moon here with the temperance and the death. Again, Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. What? Spirit, show up, show out. Yo. What are you doing, guys? Wow. Again, with that moon being here, you might not be able to see every little detail. That might feel like a sacrifice, like you are sacrificing control. Not having to have complete control over a situation. It's like spirit is in control here. What did that say on the mini paths? La-di-da-di-da. All paths lead to spirit. What you bring to your journey is what will determine if yours is a path of suffering, a path of wisdom, a path of bliss, or a path of love, of loss. Sorry. Blah, 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 blah. It is dark in here, so. All paths lead to spirit, though. Spirit leading your path as well. But it's a matter of if you're listening or not. If you're answering the calls. And you might have to, like, sacrifice your control a little bit here. You're not going to see, like, every single outcome. The Magician and the Three of Wands. With the Strength card at the bottom. Yes. Yes. Recognizing that you have everything inside of you, okay? You have everything inside of you. Wow. So many major arcana is being shown here. The Hangman is underneath that. You have everything inside of you. It's just a matter of you actually acknowledging that for yourself. There is something that you are being called to do, to act on, maybe to help other people, or like something that you have gone through yourself. I'm also getting like a lot of Chiron, which, hold on, because when is dates for the Chiron retrograde. Okay, yeah, from July 26th through December 29th. Yeah, Chiron is retrograde in Aries right now. And Chiron represents our inner wounds and struggles and where people need to feel loved and nurtured. Understanding Chiron's placement can be a rewarding part of using astrology for healing and growth. Yeah. I don't know. Something, looking up where your Chiron is as well could be beneficial to you. Brooke, can you close that door, please? But yeah, that can be very beneficial for you. The Three of Wands, that is like waiting on your ships to come in. Like, you know that you have planted some certain seeds, and this is like looking on in the future, in the distance. You're like seeing the bigger picture. How that person was like, yeah, I'm building a cathedral. I'm building something bigger than this present moment. And you know this. Because you're a freaking magician. You have everything to like manifest what you are wanting. I'm weird about that. You don't get like exactly what you just ask for, you know. It's what you're willing to work for, and then like it's what you're also meant to have as well. Whatever God's will is for you. I don't know how to better explain that because I don't want it to sound all like oh my gosh, if you want this, well, it's yours. Just want it bad enough. Like, that's not how that works. Oh, if you just keep on praying, you're gonna get it. That's not how that works. I don't know. You have overcome a whole heck of a lot. You have gained a lot of wisdom through the trials that you have gone through. With the King of Swords underneath that, you don't have to be an air sign to act out of this King of Swords energy here, although it is an air sign energy, like a Gemini, I believe, is what this energy is. You don't have to be an air sign for you to act out of this. You don't have to be a man either, okay, to be in a King of Swords energy. Don't let the genders sway you, all right? It's more of the energy of being clear cut and decisive on when to cut things out, who to cut out, like wrapping up cycles, recognizing what is not working for you and what will help you better on your journey. What's underneath that? Is that the Five of Wands? Yeah. The Five of Wands with the Ace of Swords. With the Seven of Swords. Nope. That's the Four of Swords. And Justice. Yeah. I'm getting like what was done in the dark is about to come to light. Or has come to light. Like you have fought for your spot. Fight for your right to party. It has been a fight. It has been a struggle. Maybe you have taken a whole lot of different paths to get to where you are right now, right? But you didn't. You're here, and it's a point of reflection, a point of waiting on your ships to come in. You know what work you've put in. You know thyself. You've put in the work. Okay? Let's see, y'all. I'm going to use the life purpose. I don't know where my soul truths are. I'm going to get one card from this. At the bottom we have books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. All right, that might be significant to someone. Maybe you're supposed to be writing a book. Are you supposed to be writing a book? Are you being called to write a book? Okay. Oracle cards at the bottom. You are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. Gang, gang. All right. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. Okay. And then we have author. Again, is someone supposed to be writing a book? You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. Someone's supposed to be writing a book. Yo. Then we have artist, and then we have the strength card showing, again, everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Okay, I could do a mic drop right there, but I want to get some angel guide oracle cards on this. I don't know if I want to end it with these or not. There's actually a different deck that I'm being guided to use. Fight for your rights to party. Let us see here. Maybe not those. Maybe not those. Voila. No, this is also not the right deck. Jeez. Okay, well, I was looking for a specific deck, but I couldn't find it. It's probably in a bag somewhere from, I know it is from when I went to the mountains. It's in that book bag. Let's get one of these archetype cards, though. Gosh, this one is kind of big. Engineer. Ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. That is the light attribute. The dark shadow attribute would be reliance on how do you say that word? Hold on. Okay. Mechanistic is how you say that word. Mechanistic. Okay. So that's the shadow attribute of this. Reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. Relating to theories which explain phenomena in purely physical terms. Determined by physical process alone. So, again, that need for the balance there with like the spiritual and the physical. What's on the bottom? Child orphan. Light attributes, independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Okay, and then the shadow attributes, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation. Why does it sound so weird? Seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Okay. There's that. I think I want to end it on a spirit animal oracle. That's where I want to land here. Alrighty. Finding your people, too. The right ones will see you. The right ones will understand what you have been through and where you are now. The right ones are going to understand. Had child orphan and then child eternal. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. The shadow. Inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical security. Not needing to go down that path, of being dependent on others. Working through that. Working through being able to like stand on your own 2 feet, having healthy relationships with others, balance. At the bottom we have wombat spirit, be at home. Ooh, like finding home within yourself. Oh, this is so cool. Spirit has a plan underneath that koala spirit. So either one of those animals, the koala or the wombat, either one of those could have significance for you. But being at home, Spirit does have a plan. Be at peace. Be at peace. We have Koala Spirit again at the bottom of the deck. Spirit has a plan. Okay, we have Moth Spirit, surrender now. That was somewhere else about surrendering. Yeah. Yeah, the sacrifice, surrendering. What do you need to surrender? We have Butterfly Spirit, transformation is beautiful. And then we have Rhino Spirit, overcoming any obstacles. Okay. All right, I'm going to read the Moth Spirit. And we'll leave it there. Oh, I feel like I gotta sneeze. Ugh. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. But for real, I can't find this card. Alright, surrender now. Moth Spirit asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with Spirit or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it is becoming a compulsion or an addiction? Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? Hard work and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is a beautiful thing. However, when Moth Spirit appears, it is a time to consider if you have gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit. Workaholism, overeating, perfectionism, or addiction to certainty, or even to a person, may be your current vice. The form of your addiction does not matter so much as the awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent when moderation is needed. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it in more than one direction. The many paths, yeah. The fire burns hot. Light it up, light it up, I'm on fire. And you do not want to be engulfed by your passion to the exclusion of all the other pursuits that matter to you. Now is the time for surrender and radical acceptance so that your drive does not cause you to flee or to fight. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your Moth Spirit energy. Banish the shoulds and must so that you can enjoy what is as you follow what might be. Now I will mic drop. Okay, Spirit has a plan here. Spirit is trying to guide you into a certain way. Well, God, what did we see? We saw like 3 aces. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and we even saw the Ace of Swords pop out too. Truth, like there's a lot of new energy, beautiful energy that is surrounding you. Yeah, transformations, overcoming obstacles. Just be at peace here. As much as you can surrender as much as you can. Even giving a little bit, like really working with Spirit here. I mean, from what I'm looking at, I'm looking at someone who has been working with Spirit, knows the process of surrendering and sacrificing certain things. But if you're listening to this and you're like, yeah, no, that's not me. I know I need to be giving certain things up. Like, that's okay. You've got this. All paths lead to Spirit. I'm also looking at that Strength card again. And the Strength card never really, pops out unless the devil is around there. And that's like the shadowy things, right? That is the addictions, and addictions do come in all shapes and sizes and forms and yada yada yada. So many. It can be to porn, it can be to drugs, it can be to a person, It could be, again, like it was saying, like to a certain outcome. You want this certain outcome, and you're so obsessed with having this one certain outcome, hanging on too tight, and you crush any potential. I don't know. I didn't really do a clear mic drop, but I'll leave it there. I hope that this was helpful, guys. I love y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.